informed him he'll be our opening day starter. Probably no secret there, but Sandy was excited. It's been a long journey. Coming back from last year, he was really excited. The smile on his face to get that news. So organizationally, we're very excited, and the fan base of Miami will be excited to see Sandy take the hill for us opening day.
How tough was that decision?
It wasn't that tough. Yeah, I think Sandy was, an easy one for us, and again, very, very happy for him for, all the hard work he's put in to now get himself back in position for that. Cal Quantrill agreed to. Cal will be here today, out on the field, and just a normal throwing program. Give him some time just to get his feet under him, get with our pitching crew, and build out what that plan and progression looks like. Excited to have Cal here. Bring little veteran presence to the rotation, and someone who has in the past been able to have success at the major league level. Quality starter. So excited for him to get with our pitching group and get to work.
And sorry, with Cal, just the fact that he has experience with logging a lot of innings, 140 or so 3 of the last 4 years, knowing with the youth of your rotation, a lot of guys who haven't gotten that far yet, just the value of having a guy like that in the rotation.
Yeah, a lot of value, not only just his major league experience, but also the fact that Cal's been able to post and have seasons, as you mentioned, logging innings and providing that in a rotation is incredibly helpful throughout the year. What it does to help your bullpen throughout the course of the season. So having Cal here, part of our group, is be very beneficial.
We spoke to him. Is he maybe ready to throw his bullpen in a couple days? What's sort of the schedule?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll let him get out there today. Getting here last night and just getting out here today with the group and let him throw. And I think we'll gauge with how he's feeling and where he's at. And our pitching crew will come up with a good game plan with Cal and get him moving in that direction.
I know Sandy had a relatively normal offseason. Do you guys have any limitations set on him yet, or is he going to have a relatively normal leash right from the jump?
I think with Sandy and all our guys, those kind of things are, the ongoing conversations throughout the course of the season with how guys are responding and how they're feeling. And, at this point, we'll, just look towards opening day. And as the course of the season goes along, those types of things are all, we'll do always what we feel like is best for the player that puts them in the best chance to, stay healthy and perform.
Potential that it's Sandy versus Skans.
It could be. That's a nice potential opening day matchup. So we'll bet on our guy. But for baseball, with Sandy, to have your better players, your star players back out there is good for the game and certainly good for our fans.
Can you talk a little bit about the catching room? Aside from Fortes, no real experience, at least on the 40-man roster. I know you guys have Brantley and some other guys who came in.
Yeah, exciting. Liam Hicks, a Rule 5 draft. Interesting offensive profile. With his ability to control the strike zone, makes a ton of contact. You mentioned catching stuff. He's been here a month working with our catching crew, and so we're excited with where Liam is at right now. And we have Augustine Ramirez on the 40, who we know is a very talented young player that has things that he needs to work on, but we're excited where the future is with him. And then Brantley is someone been around a long time, great teammate. Certainly can handle the environment, so he provides some really solid depth for us from a veteran standpoint.
Looking at some of the pairings, obviously Nick, you want him with the guys that probably project for the pitch, but how do you kind of balance having Hicks, Augustine, catch the different guys too?
Yeah, I think that's just going to happen, somewhat organically, right? And we get into these games, guys aren't going to be built up, all the way. They're going to need some, days in between games to begin with our workout on the field. It is just trying to, space them out and have a chance to catch a lot of different players. Nick has, more experience catching a number of our players on this, on our current roster now. And then for, the other catchers on the roster, trying to give them exposure to having a little sense and feel for, what each guy can do. So when they get in there in the game, there's some comfortability.
Where do you think Augustine's grown the most defensively? I know that was an issue for him a little last year, just struggles there. But where do you see he's grown the most?
Yeah, really excited. Watching him work with our catching crew on just some of the receiving aspects and some of the timing. The technical parts of the move he's making prior to, I've seen that even in a short time here, improving. I think his confidence in that. And now it's just transitioning a lot of that hard work from practice. Now you get into, catching more bullpens, some live EPs into the game. So it's certainly a process and a, phases you go through. But right now the work he's putting in, at least you're starting to see it, improve.